What is going on, guys? JTgily back with another video, and today, really unexpected. Okay, I guess it was kind of expected, but Groudon came in today. I'm sure you guys heard the news. It's all over Twitter. It's all over your game. Well, if raids are still out, which by the time you're watching this, they definitely are, because I've seen a few on the way here. The Legendary Pokemon Groudon is out. Now, we saw him in the trailer. I have a picture of that right here. We saw him in the trailer, so that was very, very cool. And we knew it was coming. We also knew he was coming first. I think that was kind of like, everyone's like, yeah, he's there first, so we're probably going to see him first. I think everyone kind of thought he was going to come like around Christmas or New Year's. Turns out he's here now, and it was really unexpected. I'm actually on vacation right now. I'm out of town, and I can't seem to find anyone who wants to do Groudon raid out here. When it dropped, I drove all around the city, and I couldn't find a single person. I also went to Yosemite today, and there was no Groudon raids there at all, so that was kind of unfortunate. But not a lot of people play out here, so it was kind of unfortunate. I couldn't find a single person to do the raid with. It was just me, and I for sure can't solo that. So we're going to talk about how to prep for Groudon raids with Pokemon Go, and then tomorrow, or the day, I'm not sure what day you guys will be watching this, but sometime this week, most likely Sunday or Monday, I will drop my first ever Groudon video, and that'll be very, very cool. Probably Sunday or Monday. I'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm going to drop my first video. That's going to be very, very cool. I can't wait. You guys have already tweeted at me like a ton of Groudons. I've seen you guys' 100% IVs, 96, 93, etc. They look very, very cool. I want to say Groudon does look... Man, I feel like there's a mixed opinion. Some people think he looks super cool, and some people think he looks kind of weird. I'm not really sure. I think he looks freaking awesome. I don't know about you guys. He's a little bit too big. But anyways, let's get into how to prepare for a Groudon raid in Pokemon Go. We're talking about the best counters, the best things to use, and some new great Pokemon, actually, for this Groudon raid. So we have an article from PokemonGOHub, as usual, Groudon Raid Boss. And I want to say right off the bat, these numbers are not accurate because this is before Groudon got nerfed, but I do have the accurate numbers. So Groudon is a tier 5, obviously, legendary raid boss in Pokemon Go, with a boss CP of not 59,000. I have it right here. It's 51,968 and a max capture CP of not 2785. The max capture is 2910. So that is your 100% IV Groudon. And that's level 20. That's level 20 with the perfect IV. This page describes how to counter Groudon, which Pokemon are best Groudon raid counters, and helps you understand its values, strengths, and weaknesses, which are very important because Groudon is huge. 59,000. 51,000 is a lot. Is he the highest raid? Is he the highest CP raid boss, like, to battle? I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head. I don't think anyone really does, but I think he might be the biggest CP raid. I could be wrong about that, but he's definitely really up there, so that's super cool. Groudon is not soloable, and it is required to have at least 5 to 6 trainers in order to take it down. Groudon is a ground type with no double weaknesses, so he's going to be a little bit harder to take down, but Groudon Raid Boss can be empowered by clear weather, which around me, it's always clear weather, so it's gonna be kind of hard to take down. Now let's talk about Groudon's best counters and the best things to use against them. So right off the bat, Gyarados with Waterfall and Hydro Pump. Yes, Gyarados can now learn Waterfall with the release of Generation 3, so if you guys haven't already, get your charge TMs. If you guys have an extra and a really good Gyarados, throw a charge team on your Gyarados, get yourself some Waterfall. Although I don't think it's too much better than Bite, but it definitely might be worth it. And the next Pokemon is Sceptile with Bullet Seed and Leaf Blade. That's a little incentive for me to go get Sceptile now. Executor, did I pronounce that? Dude, I can never pronounce that. With Bullet Seed and Solar Beam. Ho-Oh with Extra Sensory and Solar Beam, which is a really, really good moveset on Ho-Oh. Groudon with Mud Shot and Solar Beam. I guess Groudon is a good counter for Groudon because Groudon can learn Solar Beam. I actually did not know that until right now. Did he used to learn it in the old games? I don't even remember, but regardless, Groudon can learn Solar Beam. That's an issue. Articuno with Frost Breath and Ice Beam, which is, you know, I've never really thought of Articuno as a good counter, but man, I have 100% IV one with the best moveset, so that's going to be pretty lit. Vaporeon with Water Gun and Hydro Pump. And for the few of you out there with a Mewtwo, Confusion and Shadow Ball, and then Venusaur with Vine Whip and Solar Beam. I also have a 97 Venusaur, so I'm going to put him to use. Picking Groudon's counters is difficult. Groudon doesn't have a double weakness, it doesn't have a glaring flaw, nor does it have an inherent counterpart aside from Kyogre, which is not out yet. That's the other legendary that's in Generation 3, along with Rayquaza, which should be coming out not soon, I guess we really don't know, but sometime in the near future. which I can't wait, by the way. I'll trade you guys all my Groudons for a Rayquaza, no problem. Let me know you guys' favorite legendary in the comments down below. You guys like Groudon, Kyogre, or Rayquaza? I'm a Rayquaza guy. I've always been. I think he's awesome, but Groudon's pretty freaking awesome. We are banking on a mix of Solar Beam / Hydro Pump wielders that could take normal or reduced damage from Groudon's moves. We expect that some raids with particular Groudon movesets will be a very challenging fight, a lot harder than a Solar Beam Ho-Oh, that's for sure. After analyzing Groudon's move pool from previous main series Pokemon games, we expect Groudon to have access to the following quick and charge moves. The quick moves it'll have will be Iron Tail and Mud Slap, and the charge moves are Fire Blast, Solar Beam, Earthquake, and I could never pronounce this, Precipice Blades. How about that? With that in mind, you can see why picking a solid Groudon counter can be difficult, as Solar Beam is basically a guaranteed charge move for Groudon. We are expecting Groudon to be a better version of the dreaded Solar Beam Ho-Oh. When you combine Solar Beam with Groudon's absurd attack at 297, which I think that number may have been nerfed, it's guaranteed it will melt any opponent that takes normal or super effective damage from grass moves. So you gotta be careful, you gotta pick a good counter. But luckily that list was pretty good and had a whole bunch of different options you guys can use, and it'll be pretty awesome. But if you guys happen to not have any of the good IVs or good movesets of the Pokemon I listed above, here are some additional Groudon counters which aren't too bad, but can do some work. So here we go. We got Jinx with a good moveset, which is pretty, it's really a bland, but okay. Omastar with Water Gun, Hydro Pump, Feraligatr with Water Gun, Hydro Pump, Tangela with Vine Whip, Solar Beam, Victreebel with Solar Beam, and Meganium with Vine Whip, Solar Beam. Those are some other good options you guys can use if you guys don't have any of the more rare Pokemon that are up. I don't know why I'm pointing up here. It's up here on the article, but there's nothing up here. So in conclusion, Groudon is a freaking monster. He has really high attack, super high CP. Again, a boss CP. I guess you can, yeah, boss CP. I should just say that from now on. Boss CP of 51,968, and then a max CP of 2,910. A lot of you guys have already tweeted a ton of Groudons at me, and I know you guys are already grinding. I've seen so many screenshots on Twitter. If you guys haven't already, make sure to follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. Tweet at me when you guys get your first Groudon. I really cannot wait to get mine. That's gonna be so freaking awesome. As soon as I get home, I'm gonna do myself a Groudon raid. I'm gonna try to find one tomorrow, possibly, because if I can find one tomorrow, then I'll upload it tomorrow. But if not, I guess we're gonna have to see what happens. Like I said, I went around all day today and couldn't find a Groudon raid to save my life. There just wasn't any anywhere, so that kind of sucked. But one thing that didn't suck were the spawns on this hotel. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna show you guys a couple of clips that are, okay, I'm not gonna say they're gonna blow your mind, but they're pretty freaking good for a hotel that doesn't have a Pokestop or just anything. It's just like random cluster spawns that were absolutely amazing. I'm gonna show you guys that right now. All right, here we go. So the first wild, super rare encounter I had was an Ampharos or Ampharos on my hotel. And if you guys are wondering why I Golden Raspberry Ultra Ball this, I know a lot of you guys were wondering because I tweeted this out, actually. The reason why I did this, I only have one Ampharos. I can never get a good IV Mareep, and I really want another Ampharos. So I was like, I don't care about the candies. I got like 500. I want to focus on getting the Ampharos, so I Golden Raspberry Ultra Balled. Such a rare catch, as you guys can see right there. Let me pause the video. Wait, that was a horrible time to pause the video. How about now? All right, let's pause it. Oh gosh darn it. Let's pause it there. All right, we're gonna pause it right there. I got Charge Beam and Focus Blast on the Ampharos. 34 CP. I easily could have pineapped it. I know some of you guys told me the percentages, like why it's so good. I said I had 500 Mareep candy. I only have 266, so that's even worse. Regardless, Ampharos, my second one ever. Very, very cool. What a rare spawn on the first night I was here. Now, the next night was even more cool. Let me show you guys this. Well, okay, it's not cooler, but it's definitely a really cool spawn. We got an Ursaring. Now, this is a super rare spawn. The reason why, I've caught in so many Teddy Ursas in this one hotel because it's cloudy outside, so a lot of normal spawns, or there's an increase in normal spawns, so Ursaring spawned in at like a 1230 CP, something like that. Very, very rare catch. I also could have pineapped that. Did I pineapple that? Wait, I want to say, no, I didn't pineapple that, but still, 1283. Really, really cool catch right there. I was pretty freaking, I was like, what? Like, so every 5 minutes, I open up my Pokemon Go, and I throw up an incense, and I'm like, let's see what I'm gonna get now. Actually, speaking of which, I did incense yesterday, and I got a Graveler, and then, what else did I get? I think I got something really good. I got a Torchic out of an incense, which was awesome. Or was it a Cyndaquil? I think it was a Torchic. And then I got a Graveler, and I got something else that I really don't remember. Super good spawns in this hotel. I've been catching Teddy Ursas all day, Gravelers, Golems, or not Golems, Geodudes. And then literally on my nearby, tons and tons of Mareeps, Slackoths, although actually, no, I'm lying. I only saw one Slackoth, but there were tons of Mareeps on the nearby. I saw Slackoth. I got an Executor. I got, there was 2 Rhydons in the same nearby. I'll probably throw up a screenshot of that right now. I got one of them because the other one was out of the way. But that was super cool. Like, just some amazing spawns out here by Yosemite. Very, very cool. And I also have a clip of me catching some Pokemon at Yosemite by the Yosemite Falls, which is the waterfall there at Yosemite, but I don't think I'm gonna include it in this video. The footage kind of got messed up and I lost some of the clips from it, so that was kind of unfortunate. But regardless, I literally took an AR screenshot and then it said it saved and it didn't save. It's a whole bunch of stuff happened and the video quality was really bad and loud. So unfortunately, we're not gonna have that in there, but yes. Very, very cool spawns in the hotel. We have Groudon on Pokemon Go. I can't wait to get mine. Again, let me know in the comments or on Twitter when you guys get yours. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, remember to leave a like. More videos coming up this week. I got 2 already ready to go coming out ASAP, obviously. And then I want to get my Groudon video out because that's super important. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, remember to leave a like. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Have a great rest of the day or night, whenever you're watching this. And good luck on your Gen 3 catches. I will see you guys later. Deuces.